Good evening, Internet. It is I, the Real Shroom, and I really enjoyed playing Standard last week, so tonight I'm going to head back to Magic the Gathering Arena and play some more Standard. And tonight we're going to take our opponents to the Font of Beatings. What do I mean by that? Let's take a look. So, we are playing a Selesnya midrange deck that's just full of value creatures. And we're going to protect them all with, the deck is named after Sigarda, Font of Blessings. It's a 4/4 flyer angel that gives all of our other permanents hexproof, which is sweet. I really do like effects like this that protect all of our stuff. I think protecting your permanents is a very good thing to do in a very interactive Standard format. It also allows us to look at the top of our card library at any time and cast angel or human spells from the top of our library. Most of the spells in our deck are angels and humans. So we are just a Selesnya value chain, and we're all in on Thalia. So we're trying to accomplish all of our interaction through the use of creatures, since we're taxing our opponent's non-creature spells with our 4 of Thalias. So let's just go straight up the curve and look at what we're working with. 3 of Skrelv is good at protecting Sigarda, can protect other things in the interim until we get Sigarda online. 2-drop slot, we've got our Thalias, we've got 2 of Llanowar Loam Speakers. We do have a number of 4 and 5 drops, so we want to ramp if possible. Loam Speaker is just a mana dork that can also create 3/3 elemental tokens out of our lands, which can be useful. I've closed out 1 or 2 games in testing with this card. And a couple of Intrepid Adversaries. I like this card for a deck like this, that in the late game, this can just be a super lord. Like if we have 6 mana available, we pay this and kick it twice, and then we have a lord that gives our entire board +2/+2, pushes us over the top to finish out the game. 3 mana slot is pretty packed with good stuff. We got the 4 of Anointed Peacekeepers. This is going to be how we protect ourselves in the interim. It just names a card that we... Let's look at our opponent's hand, name a card in it. Usually it's going to be some kind of removal spell or interaction. Makes it cost 2 more to cast, as long as the Peacekeeper is out there. It's also 3/3 Vigilance, so it can play offense and defense. And we have 4 different creatures that exile other creatures when they ETB. We've got our Brutal Cathars, which are humans, so we can find them off Sigarda. And we've got a couple of Werewolf Bodyguards, which are not humans, but they do have Flash, which is one upside. And there is a bit of payoff for having non-humans as well, as we'll see in a little bit. Got a couple of Metropolis Reformers. These are 2/3 Flying Vigilance Angels, gives us Hexproof, which is nice, so it protects us from burn spells and, like, discard effects. And when it's dealt damage, we gain that much life, so it's sort of a pseudo lifelink, good for blocking, like, you know, mono red creatures or soldiers in the aggressive matchups. Adeline is just a very strong, very powerful ground beater, creates tokens for us every turn, gets super huge on power. You know what this does. And we're running a 2 of Hamlet Vanguard. This is a 3 mana, starts off as a 1/1 ward 2, but it gets 2 +1/+1 counters on it for each other non-human token, each other non-token human we control. So all of our angels, our elves, our foxes, they are all going to add 2 +1/+1 counters to this guy. I'm a little bit on the fence on this. It's been inconsistent in testing. Maybe this should be another 3-dot, but we're trying it for now. I have had it come down as like a 7/7. And when that happens, it's pretty sweet. And then up to the 4-drop slot, we have the 4 of Sigarda, Font of Beatings, which is our namesake card. We have another Sigarda, Champion of Light, which is a 4/4 Flying Trample, gives humans +1/+1, and has a Coven ability, which has never come up, but when it attacks, if we control 3 or more creatures with different power, look at the top 5 cards of our library, we can reveal a human, put them into our hand, and the rest at the bottom of our library. So a little bit of extra value to be had there, though I don't think I've even drawn this card in testing yet, so we'll see how it does. A 1 of Sereth, the Viper's Fang, is a 3/4 that gives other tapped creatures we control Death Touch, so when we attack, our stuff's going to have Death Touch. More importantly, untapped creatures we control have Hexproof, so if this is sitting on the battlefield, our Sigarda has Hexproof, as long as it's untapped, which is kind of cool. A little bit of protection upon protection. I do believe in redundancy. And then for 1, it can tap to untap another target creature or land we control. So it can tap to, like, give an attacking creature Hexproof effectively. Pay 1 mana, tap it, untap a creature that's attacking, it gains Hexproof, and, like, fizzles a removal spell. So that's cool. Hey, what's up, Substance Q? And then finally, our last 4-drop is a Sarah Paragon. I'm a fan of this 3/4 angel. It's a Luris, which we all know is an extremely powerful effect. It lets us cast permanents with mana value 3 or less from our graveyard. So as our stuff dies, we can bring it back with the Sarah Paragon. We can, in fact, even play lands from our graveyard, such as our Field of Ruin, or any lands that we might have attacked with our Loam Speakers that might have died. And then finally topping out the curve at 5, we have 2 Osier Kalsem Deepest Growth, which is a 6/5 trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, we reveal that many cards and put a creature card and or a land card from among them onto the battlefield. So yeah, this is a 6/5 trample that tutors creatures directly onto the battlefield. When it dies, it transforms into this land that can transform back into Osier, though it's a little hard for us to do that since our permanents are all like relatively expensive. They're like 2 to 4 mana, so it's going to be hard to get 10 permanents on the board. But you know, with all of our protection, it's going to be hard for our opponents to kill this thing, and if it just gets in a couple of hits, that's going to be overwhelming force on the battlefield. We have a total of 24 lands. Tech includes 1 Iganjo, 1 Boseiju, 4 of Field of Ruin, because there are many troublesome lands that need to be destroyed in Standard. Yeah, I always play best of 3. Our sideboard includes our only non-creature card, which is Invasion of Gabakhan. Now, a big problem for our deck, obviously, is sweepers. Control decks do play like a good number of sweepers, as well as domain decks that can play like 5 to 6 sweepers. So, our Anointed Peacekeepers are going to be overwhelmed. In those matchups, we will board in the Invasion of Gabakhan. This is pointed strictly at the sweepers. We've got a couple more Brutal Cathars, allowing us to bring the total of up to 6 creatures that can provide this effect of exiling another creature when it ETBs. We've got 3 Lauren of the Third Pass, which can exile, you know, can destroy like artifacts and enchantments. We got 1 Milira, the Living Cure, which I've been running into a lot of toxic decks, and they're gaining popularity because they're actually quite strong, the Bant and the mono white versions. So I'm not sure if Milira is actually worth it. She makes it so that if you get 1 or more poison counters, instead you get 1 poison counter and can't gain additional poison counters this turn, which is something. But it's only a 1 of, and you have to draw it, and I'm not even sure how much that matters. It might matter a lot. I'm just not sure. But it seemed like I've been running into enough toxic decks that it warranted giving it a try as a sideboard inclusion. We've got Metropolis Reformer number 3 in our sideboard against Burn, stuff that wants to target our face. We've got Elish Norn against the domain decks, stuff that wants to ETB, and a couple of Thrun, Breaker of Silence as an uncounterable, indestructible threat against control decks. So that is the plan. Nothing too fancy here. We're just playing a bunch of value creatures that are good on rates, provide powerful effects. We're protecting them as well as we can with Skrelv, Thalia, and Sigarda. And we're going to take our opponent to the font of beatings with our mid-range pile of Selesnya creatures. So let's see how we do on the ladder. I believe I'm like high silver tier. Still haven't been playing much arena lately, so still kind of down there. But let's see how we do. And if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, you want to support me, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Alright, first match is against Granny Danny. We'll be on the draw. And this looks fine. We've got Thalia, turn 2, which we want. So we'll keep this. Alright, looks like it's soldiers. Whenever a non-basic land ETBs under an opponent's control, you gain a life. Okay. Well, it looks like they're gaining a life here. Make disappear would be a drag right here, but I think I'm gonna go for it. Alright, resolves. Do we have some resolute reinforcements? Something flash speed? Strike Officer. Well, that's going to get Brutal Cathard. I might be a little heavy on green sources, because I did do some last-minute tweaking. There's a small chance I'll tweak the deck in between matches, because I think I have, like, one too many forests, probably. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. It's like dangerously awesome. Okay, so let's go with Brutal Cathar. Exile with Sky Strike. I'll attack with Thalia, sure. They have Brutal Cathar. For our Brutal Cathar. Too bad we didn't have Sigarda ready there. Just drawing cards with their Sky Strike. The Soldier's deck is pretty darn good. Pretty good. Alright, opponent, you're tapped out. You can pass the turn. Alright, Fox Bodyguard is good to have for later. Let's play Sigarda for now. I think I'll stay back because they got a 2-3. Harbin. Coppercoat Vanguard. Yeah, man, they pushed this deck so far. So far. Gonna draw more cards. Drawing 2 cards. Oh my goodness. How do you beat that card advantage? Our whole hand is 3 drops. So the question is, do I get rid of Harbin? Or do I get rid of the Sky Strike Officer? There's even an argument for the Coppercoat Vanguard. I mean, I'm going to do this now because I don't want them to get the Harbin trigger. I guess it's just Harbin. And am I just staying back? I'll attack with Sigarda. More Sky Strike officers. They can just draw 1, 2 cards as a bonus. Llanowar Loam Speaker. I also have a Brutal Cathar on top of my deck. I think this turn I just play Loam Speaker, because I do want the extra mana. And play Metropolis Reformer. Pass. I don't think we're going to be able to beat their card advantage. Another Brutal Cathar. These guys are so ridiculous. Okay. I think I'll just take this. Can draw 1, 2, 3 cards. You know, it's safe to scoop. We cannot overcome that card advantage. This might be a really bad matchup for us. All right, so we want all of the exiling effects that we can. We want Elish Norn as well. Maybe even Thrun. We definitely don't need Thalia. I still like Sigarda, I still like Skrelv. I want all of my flyers. I like the Peacekeepers. Let's cut maybe an Adeline, because the ground just gets so gummed up. Cut a Vanguard. Sarah Paragon is a flyer. I'll cut one of the Metropolis Reformers. Just not big enough. Loam Speaker, Elish Norn. I think that's a mulligan. We need more action. Okay, that's better. Bottom. Probably Sarah Paragon. Congratulations. Can I draw a white source here, please? No. Alright. I don't think I want a brutal Cathar. Can I draw a white source, please? No. I mean, Thrun's not bad when it hits the table. Since I have another werewolf bodyguard, I think I can afford to get rid of one of these dudes. Just to get a blocker. There's the Zephyr Sentinel. Well, they're not drawing a million cards this game, so that's good. At least so far. Okay, that's a good draw. I think I'll just play Thrun. Alright, we'll just take two. Sigarda, Champion of Light. I think I want Adeline here. We'll attack with Thrun. Token. Opponent, considering their options. Pretty pleased about them not drawing a million cards. There's the Vanguard. Alright. So let's play this Sigarda. Which I think I will trade with the Zephyr Sentinel. And we'll do some attacking here. Do I attack with my Werewolf? I don't think so. I think I just said Anointed Thrun and the token. It's a lot of damage. Alright, they're gonna triple block to kill Adeline. That's fine. Go to 6. Another copper coat. Attacking. Okay. That's fine. Lenoir Loam Speaker. Alright, let's just get in with everything. Intrepid Adversary. Yeah, I think I'll go for Intrepid Adversary. Okay, they scoop. Alright, I think we run it right back. Do we want Adeline number 2? What do we cut? Nah, I think we're good. We got a Loam Speaker we can't cast on 2. Do you have a Werewolf Bodyguard and Elish Norn? I don't know. This seems like the kind of hand that could get overrun. The Bodyguard is good. Elish Norn is really good later. I think that's a mulligan. Alright, this hand is probably worse. But I'm gonna keep it. And bottom. Boy, Thrun is like our best card against them, but we're nowhere near casting it. Probably bottom Thrun. Another Skrelv. Lord. I can see Ganjo. Yeah, let's see Ganjo. That guy, I guess. I mean, just to save damage. It probably would have been better to leave that. It might have been better to wait until I could hit this thing, but I also need to find green mana. Harbin. Alright, so I guess we're playing Sigarda. Who I guess is gonna have to trade for Harbin. Otawara. That's colorless, right? Yeah, and that means we die. Alright, well, Azorius Soldiers is like the premier aggressive deck of Standard, and it's a very bad matchup for us. Because they go so wide and they have so much tech that we can't compete with. We're much better against mono red aggro, I think. But anyway, GG. We took game 2. Alright, Shajian. Shajian's our opponent. And we've got Thalia, so in the dark, that's a good keep. We're gonna be on the draw. So it could be domain. Yep, it's domain. Alright, let's play a Loam Speaker. Alright, let's play Sereth. Let's have it our Loam Speaker. Sure, hit you for 1. Populate. Alright, there's Thalia number 2. Sure, let's get down Adeline as well. Why not? Let's go ahead and attack. Vampire's Vengeance. 2 damage to each non-vampire creature. Okay. Alright, let's play our Sarah Paragon. And play back Thalia. Rat number 2. Alright, let's kick this twice. Migration makes a bunch of 3/3s. Alright, let's go Skrelv. Lone Speaker. Done. Alright, let's get rid of their Zyators ground. They still have black mana for their angels. They probably have a swamp. Forest? Lone Speaker. Alright, let's make a 5/5. We have 5 3/3s. And we'll just trade it for a 3/3, I guess. Got nothing better to do. Another Lone Speaker. Looking for their Atraxa or Angel of Wrath. Beans. Oh, look, it's another sweeper. That's an 8/8. Alright, we'll see what our next draw is, but we're pretty much done. Yeah, okay. There's a Atraxa. So, this is where we bring in our Invasion of Gobakhan. Bring in our Lauren. We bring in our Elish Norn. We want Thalia for sure. Shave a little bit of this stuff. We don't need our Metropolis Reformers. want our ramp. We want some creature removal. Let's cut this Sigarda. Cut one. We like Ogier. I think we want our intrepid adversaries. What do we cut? Still 3 more cuts to make. Tough. This guy. We need our anointed peacekeepers. I guess we'll cut. And we want he's good. 2 more cuts. Adversary. Just cut the adversaries. Cool, we got Invasion of Gobakon and Anointed Peacekeeper, so that's good. More Anointed Peacekeepers. Herd Migration, depopulates. Invasion of Zendikar, up the beanstalk. I think it's gotta be depopulate, right? Alright, Anointed Peacekeeper. Depopulate or Invasion of Zendikar? Depopulate is already costing 6. I think we'll name Sunfall. Now the question is, do we name Leyline Binding or do we name Invasion of Zendikar? I think I have Thalia here. Let's flip our battle. You can decline playing your flipped battle, which is interesting. So yeah, let's just go Thalia. Elish Norn. I think I want Elish Norn. That just shuts down. That shuts down Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding our invasion. Okay. So if we draw land here, they can actually sweep us. Leyline Binding. Okay, they play a tap land. That's good. Archangel of Wrath does nothing. Let's depopulate. You do need a way to exile this. They scoop. Their removal does nothing. They can't depopulate, they can't Sunfall, they can't Leyline Bind. Alright. Anything we want to change? Do I want Thrun? I don't think so. I think I just run it back. Okay, this hand is amazing if I draw a land in my first 2 turns. I am on the draw. I mean, we're up against one of the best decks in Standard, so I think we gotta gamble. This hand is fantastic if we can draw a couple lands early. Okay. That's a whiff. We need a land. There's 24. Okay, there's land number 1. Let's go for Thalia. That does make our invasion of Yabakon unplayable. Let's go for Foam Speaker. Mana Dork. Beans. Alright. Let's go for Anointed Peacekeeper. Sunfall, depopulate. Alright. We will name Depopulate. Archangel of Wrath is just a 3/4. Okay. So we can deal with that next turn. If they have a land drop, they can Sunfall. So we need to deal with that. Let's go for Sunfall. Alright, they get their invasion of Zendikar. We're still not drawing lands, which is very unfortunate. What to do here? So they have enough mana to play whatever sweeper they want. So I could exile their invasion dude to make sure I can get to my invasion of Gubakon. I guess that's what I want to do. So you attack the battle, you attack their face. Pay 1. Why do I have to pay 1? Why do I have to pay 1? Why did I have to pay 1? Oh, because it was casting it? You may exile no longer. Then cast it transformed. Oh. Okay, our Thalia prevented us from casting it again. We still haven't drawn land number 3. So that's obviously terrible. Alright, they get their 5/5 incubator. Okay. There's lane number 3, but it's too late. It's really too late. Yeah, I don't think we can come back from this. We're just too far behind. Well, I mean, there's a good keep. Things would have been much different if we'd drawn a couple of lands there. We did take away game 2 from them, so we had a legitimate shot in game 3 too. It's just too bad we couldn't find any lands. Well, GG's. Alright, Sky Reaper 417. Sick Reaper, not Sky Reaper. Okay, hopefully we'll have better luck with drawing lands this game. Simic A. Alright, let's go for Lone Speaker. Topiary Stomper, so another rampy deck. Alright, I think we just want to Adeline. Consider, what is our opponent doing? Sultai? Alright, let's go for Sigarda.
Cared for in Phyrexia's ranks.
Sure to Sigarda, that's fine.
Stay.
So, they're dead. They're dead. Alright, so another rampy type deck. We probably want the invasions. Maybe Thruns too. Cut adversary, Vanguard, one Adeline, Metropolis Reformers. They might be like a discard deck of some kind. Just cut these guys. I don't know about those Vanguard dudes. They don't really produce any value. They're just kind of big beaters. A little slow, but I think it's a keepable hand. Venerated Rot Beast. Oh, they're toxic, huh? Okay. Up the Beanstalk. Bean's toxic. New one. Well, since we got nothing to protect, I guess we'll just attack. Alright, let's go for Adeline. And next turn we'll drop the Font of Beatings. Thirsting Roots. Gonna proliferate us? Okay. Sure. Search your library for up to 2 forest cards, reveal them. Mill 2 cards for 2 creatures, distribute 7 counters. Okay. I would like a, exile dude, please. It's not an exile dude. Well, let's take a look at their hands. Galta and Toxrill. Plus lands. I guess we'll take Toxrill. It's cheaper. Well, let's attack with Sigarda. Let's give it pro-green. Brutal Cathar on top of our library. Excellent. I gotta pay attention to that when I have Sigarda down. Alright. Perfect. Cathar, your Hornflex. Swing with everything. Intrepid Adversary on top of our library. Oh, they're up to 7. Liliana, that's not gonna do much.
No more distractions.
Alright.
Let's make this quick.
Well, that's the kind of game we can win easily against a slow, kind of dirtily opponent who's ramping but not playing Domain and Leyline Binding. Okay, we're against Couchy. On the draw with a 1-lander. It does have Skrelv, but that's a mulligan, unfortunately. Okay, that's better. We'll keep that. Bottom. I guess Thalia. Redundant Thalia. Okay, mono red. Bloodthirsty Adversary is a 3/3. Alright, let's go for Thalia. Alright, let's play Adeline. We'll take a pain if we use this for green. So let's just play another Adeline. Actually, we want to block this, right? Okay. Well, a very aggressive draw. Lots of removal, lots of creatures curving out. So we want our Metropolis Reformer. We want all of the stuff that can remove creatures. We might even want Elish Norn. Norn's also not bad because it can just kill the Humanos. Let's cut a Skrelv. An Ogier. I like Intrepid Adversary, Loam Speakers. Actually, we want our protection. Cut like that. You want Elish Norn too, right? Just a 5/7 is pretty much 4/7, pretty much impossible for them to deal with. Peacekeeper might be a little slow to catch their relevant spells. Yeah, maybe we don't need all 7 of these. Let's try this. Hey, thanks for this follow, Spedo2. How's it going? Alright. Mono red. Well, if we can survive to get to this stuff, it's pretty good. I guess it's a keep. Hopefully they won't have as good of a draw as last time. Doing alright. As alright as one can be, facing down mono red aggro. Alright. I'm gonna have to take a pain to play Loam Speaker. Just as a blocker. Play with fire. Okay. My opponent's got all the removal spells. Do we block this? I think we just take it. Alright, Intrepid Adversary. I like. Just played as a 3/1 lifelink. Charming Scoundrel. Gonna do some looting. Another Swifty. No attack. Okay. Let's go for Sigarda. Okay, they have the removal spell for it. Sure, let's block and block. Can I draw a land, please? Okay. Well, that might help. as long as 2 more enter the battlefield under your control. Okay, so let's play this Sigarda. And we'll attack with our 4/7 Vigilance. Another Swifty. They now actually have 7 power on the battlefield. So I think I don't attack into that. Just play my flyers. Alright, well, we'll block the 3/3. Get down to 8. And we'll play Lauren just as a blocker. And we have lethal on board. Okay. Elish Norn's gigantic booty. Do we want to change anything? I think I'd rather have Anointed Peacekeeper than this guy. That's about it. Alright, game 3. V mono red. That's a 1-lander, gotta mulligan that. It's so slow. Sigarda's good, but his hand is so slow. I think I'm going to 5. Oh no. Alright. Well, I guess we're bottoming our 4 drops. Actually, I'll bottom 1 4-drop. And 1 Loam Speaker. Maybe I can get the Sigarda down. Also need to find white mana. That's not a good draw.
Stopping Phyrexia.
Switch for a basic mountain. Deals damage to the northern mountains.
Lend
Okay.
me your flame.
Alright. Missing our land drop.
Retake this land from Phyrexia.
Well, we're not going to beat anything with that draw, so GG. Mold of 5, stuck on 2 lands, wrong colors. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. I still think that's a good matchup. We're against Nerswill. And this is a good hand. Hey, we even have a Hamlet Vanguard. We even have Ogier. Let's see if we get to play these cards. Alright, looks like an aggro deck. Azorius. Yeah, it's just Azorius soldiers. Both brushlands. Oops. Should have played a plains. I thought one of these was a Razor Verge Thicket. Werefox Bodyguard. Alright, let's drop our Peacekeeper. Doing our veteran wedding announcement. No thank you. Alright, I think we're just playing Sigarda here. The question is, do I attack? I get back Thalia. If he dies, that lets them play Wedding Announcement, which I cannot allow. Attack. We really don't want them to resolve a wedding announcement, so I think we go for another Peacekeeper. Oh, they got double wedding announcements. Alright. I think we're still just attacking with Sigarda. And then we'll drop Ogier. Malcolm. Okay. We're at 1. So let's see. Is there anything I can do? They can block a total of 6. I can attack for everything. They can prevent a total of 6, 7, 8 damage. So they would take 8, 9. Yep. Alright. You're a little too greedy with the attacks there. So we just want all of our removal stuff. Anything else? Hellish Norns, maybe? And Elish Norn will drop 1. Actually, Thalia is just not good in this matchup. They're playing Wedding Announcement, though. So Thalia isn't terrible. Let's get into a couple of Lorens because of Wedding Announcement. I want my adversaries. Let's ditch the Sereth. Ditch an Adeline. I like my Peacekeepers, I like all my removal dudes. I want both Elish Norns. Ditch these guys. We'll go down 1 adversary. Okay. Okay. This looks fine. I like the brutal Cathars. I don't like the 2 open mana. Malcolm. Resolute reinforcements. Wedding announcements. I guess it's resolute reinforcements. I can Lauren the wedding announcement. So I think I'll just brutal Cathar the Malcolm. Attack. So do I want a Lauren or do I want to Sigarda? Probably want a Lauren so that they don't draw cards. Knight Errants. Yep, getting their soldiers. I can't Elish Norn. Let's play Sigarda. They counter. And now they get to start their Soldier BS, they can pick up their Knight Errant. Oh no, they're just picking up Resolute reinforcements. They get in for 3 with their flyer. Well, let's see if we can resolve Elish Norn. Don't tell me you have another counterspell. Alright, they're gonna go looking for stuff. Resolute reinforcements doesn't do much for them. Yep. Another Lauren. Alright, let's go for Sigarda. They have another Make Disappear. Well, we can double Brutal Cathar their flyers, but their board is getting pretty wide. I don't think I want to start drawing with Lauren. Skrelv. Alright. Brutal Cathar your flyers. Let's play Skrelv. And we don't have a way to get through attacks. Well, I have Skrelv. They're gonna continue drawing. Another Zephyr Sentinel. Wedding announcement. Well, I have another Lauren. So let's get rid of wedding announcement. Sure, let's do that. Let's play our loam speaker. I guess we just start attacking. Harbin. So they just give their whole team flying. Yep, that's the soldiers deck. Oh man. If I wasn't tapped out, I could have instant speed Werefox Bodyguard. Got a little stuck on mana again, but the soldiers matchup is a bad matchup. That much I know for sure. Against Shen Yang, didn't we play them? We're on the draw again. If we can find a white source in the first couple draws, this is great. Yeah, we did play them. They're on domain. Oh no, Curious Briefcase. Okay, this is something different. Sack it, it's a treasure, okay. Let's go for Thalia. Alright, Razor Birch Thicket. Peacekeeper. Depopulate. So it's just a different build of... It's just domain. So we'll name Depopulate. Now, if they Elish Norn, we really have nothing to say about that. In fact, maybe I should have named Elish Norn, because we have nothing against that. I wonder if maybe I want to besiege you. Just so they can't Elish Norn next turn. It still gives them a land though, so that doesn't do any good. Yikes. I guess it's Sigarda. Well, there's the brutal Cathar. thing just gets stonewalled by Elish Norn. Depopulate. Alright, I'm not too sad to see Elish Norn go. Alright, I need to find an Anointed Peacekeeper. One mana Leyline Binding. I would scoop to that. Can I get an Anointed Peacekeeper? Sarah Paragon. I guess I'll snag my Bodyguard. Get rid of the Angel. And if I get Wrath again, I just die. Oh, they're just cycling Triomes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I play this guy, I have 10 permanents. He's just a 1/1. But I can flip this guy. Leyline Binding, draw a card, banish my dude. Okay, you win. So let's get Lauren. Let's get Elish Norn. Let's get Thrun. Invasion of Gobakan. Cut these guys. Cut this. Maybe add another Brutal Cathar. Couple of these. One of these. One of these. those. And those. Let's try that. Sure, we'll keep that. Alright, that's a good curve. Thalia into Anointed Peacekeeper. Did I bring in my Lorens? I don't remember. Breach the Multiverse, Leyline Binding. I think we want to do Leyline Binding first. Or no, we gotta do Go for the Throats. So do I play my second Peacekeeper? What do I play it on? Depopulate? They're not showing the mana to depopulate right now. They do have Leyline Binding mana. Right? Yeah, they can Leyline Binding. This is on Go for the Throat. I don't know. I'll play Sigarda. Leyline Binding. I think I forgot to bring in my Lorens. So they can Go for the Throat one of my dudes. Archangel of Wrath. Iganjo. That's actually pretty good. I don't think I play anything. Go for the Throat. I can't actually Thrun here because I don't have double green. think I'll just Loam Speaker. Beanstalk. And they can just breach the multiverse at will. They're only blue source. Sure, we'll get rid of the Topiary Stomper. Depopulate. So they can breach the multiverse. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't stop that from happening. So I think I just go for Ogier. Troxa and Elish Norn. Sure, okay. Draw 20 cards. Alright, well we did better the first time against Domain than we did that time. So, Selesnya Font of Beatings. All told, we went 1 and 5. Several of those losses were very close. Like the first match against Azorius Soldiers, we took a game. The first match against Domain, we took a game, and came very close in Game 3. We just kind of got mana screwed. Same thing with our match against Mono Red. Yeah, I think like this guy should go. This guy should probably just be replaced for more brutal Cathar effects, more Werefox Bodyguards and brutal Cathars, because he doesn't do enough on his own. I think the same is kind of true of Metropolis Reformer. They probably should just be sideboard cards. And the main board should be full of more beaters. I love the Peacekeepers, I love the Thalia, I love the Brutal Cathars. This deck could probably mainboard Elish Norn. It could have more Ogiers. It could have more Sigarda, Champion of Light. So yeah, I would definitely lose these guys, and add like more Brutal Cathars and more... maybe another land and another 4 or 5 drop. The matchup against Azorius Soldiers is tough because they have so much tech and they go so wide. That's really bad for us. The matchup against Domain, like in the first matchup, we actually took a game from them and had a very good chance in Game 3. But I think you need to mulligan aggressively for like your sideboard cards that are good, like Invasion of Gobakhan. Lauren of the Third Path is a must to get rid of those stupid leyline bindings. One thing that is problematic for this deck is it doesn't have a way to deal with like non-creature permanents. The only way it has of doing that is by... it doesn't really. So like, Lauren can deal with artifacts and enchantments from the sideboard, but nothing mainboard. So a mainboard matchup where that stuff matters a lot can be tough. But anyway, I think the deck is fun. It's still a very nascent deck, you know, like I haven't played it that much. I probably will tweak it and try playing it some more, but yeah, with those changes, I think it would be an upgrade. Just replace these with just better creatures, more of the stuff that actually does something when it ETBs, and of the payoffs. And probably add land 25 if you're going to add another 4 or 5 drop. Keep your mana dorks. So anyway, that was Selesnya Font of Beatings. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it, and I hope to play it again in the future. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I hope to see you in the next MTG video. If you want to support me and my content, I do lots of off-meta, off-kilter MTG content. That's pretty much all I do as far as MTG goes, is wacky stuff. I never net deck. So drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Thanks a lot. See you in the next one.